YouTubers again. I had to cut it off because we're getting my friend's it's his 90th birthday, so I'm trying to do some work around yard work for him for tomorrow, and because that's the guy I am. I'm a nice guy, and anyway, their game is to make you look crazy, drive you nuts, and they do drive you nuts because nothing. They don't accept any evidence, and they won't take any evidence, and they want you to spend all your money in the attorneys, so the money just keeps getting put back into the system because they're the corporate entity, and that's the way they roll. Never had any mental issues ever in my life. Been caught with one possession of marijuana. It was some washer weed and some shorts. It was a summertime like today. Today is the 9th of August. And they've been messing with my life like this for 5 years now. It would drive anybody nuts. I mean, anybody. It's insane. The whole thing is insane. And demonize and criminalize you, just like I've told them. That's what they're doing. But they're in on it. So I was in court one day, and this was for Tom Wenzel, the code enforcement, who is an extortionist. I have records of him giving Ed Krastoff $85,000 fine on his home, and there's no record of it. There's no record of it at the commissioners. They sanitized it because it's extortion. And he did end up selling his property, and then instantly they have septic power and water when Ed didn't have anything. So that's what their gig is. They try to make you live as harsh as possible, make it as hard as possible on you, not give you any building permits, not help you do anything. So that drives you a little nuts because you can't, make your place more livable. And the courts keep saying can't bring the water into it. Well, they keep bringing the water into it. They keep saying, I'm doing this with the water, I'm doing with that. No, they did it. And it's right in the county commissioner's paperwork that I requested. It's the Department of Ecology. They know my water certificate is the homestead number. And so, my buddy Rick over here, he's been suffering for 5 years watching me go through this shit. He's about sick of it. I mean, I'm about ready to lose my best friend over this crap. So, cease and desist. I've given every one of you a cease and desist. The commissioners, the clerks, the Superior Court clerk, all of them. You are violating my rights. I know my rights. You are straight up violating them. Have been from day one, just knowing about the water and not saying anything. So there's a disclosure problem on the end of probably in my deed, also you would say. And the title, the title Martin, the title head guy at the title company, as soon as he found out, he retired early. I was in there one day, came in the next day, his place was gone and cleaned out because they're afraid of Janicki. Yep, Lisa Janicki. And by the way, I got to apologize to Peter Janicki because I thought that was his wife, but it's Mike Janicki's wife. Yeah, and so I don't want to go into that, but everybody knows about Lisa's kid. I ain't one of them. Nope. All them rich little brats that are spoiled and steal from people. Yep, are all the people that work at the commissioner's kids, and stuff. Anyway, so they've got generations of people running the county that so they might not be related, but they all know each other. For a long time, they know the old school homestead rules, laws, this and that, and they've been doing this for years, and everybody knows it. They've been doing it for over 30 years. How crooked Skagit is, and I will not stop until the truth comes out, And I have every right to be mad and upset when they're threatening me with imprisonment, unlawful imprisonment, which they've done twice already. It isn't going to happen a third time. If it kills me, straight up. So hopefully, if someone hopefully will pick it up and charge the whole lot of them for murder, because it has something to do with that lady that disappeared up on Sauk Mountain. I can't remember anyway, I can't remember her name, but they found her dog, never found her, and I don't know. And then they ended up, I don't know exactly how it went down, but what I heard is it's something to do. She had homestead rights, something about her property. Maybe the county was driving her a little crazy, and because maybe she was a good person like me, and they just can't have that, and they can't have people that tell the truth. Anyway, her ex-hubby was the one up at the Belfields behind me who started all this shit, that said, "You don't know who you're fucking with." Yeah. And then something about some samurai stabbing sword over at his place. I don't know. Another person got killed or something. I don't know. That's just hearsay, or I think I read it in the magazine, or read it in the paper, but anyway. If it's not true, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it is. And I've got these kind of people behind me. He's bringing his big old fat brother to intimidate me on his motorcycle, and I'm just so bad because I ride a motorcycle. Yeah. Debbie Abels made illegal conveyances with Seattle City Light. The county commissioners don't want to deal with it because it's Seattle City Light and they're a pain in the ass to deal with. It says right in their own words that I have on paper. The prosecutor knows exactly what the hell's going on, but is maliciously prosecuting. I've spent over $100,000 in 5 years on this crap. And it has to stop. It has to. I'm not guilty of any of it. I've never threatened anybody, but with a lawsuit. And that's not illegal. Because all of them are doing it. That's what they're doing. Got all the evidence. Can put them all together. Got the cops talking with Debbie. Got the commissioners talking with Debbie Abel. Got and the cops lying. Got that. I got all that, but they won't take it, and they've redacted a bunch of stuff that they know is faulty. And they the first time they arrested me over the neighbor across the street, who right on his own body camera states, you can hear him, that no, he didn't see me. So how can right? So they just went with it and said I was walking down into my driveway when I wasn't, and around my property when I wasn't. I was walking around my house, which is a tiny little house on 1 acre, right in the middle of it. Has nowhere near my property lines. Anyway, so Skagit County is so dirty. It's so obvious what they're doing. They've rezoned, and I appealed it. And hopefully I put all rights reserved on there. Hopefully that'll work, but I doubt it because Skagit is so dirty. They've changed paperwork, and they know that Debbie Abel submitted fraudulent papers to the county so she could get my spring. And they all know she's a real estate broker. She knows all how to look that stuff up. She knows all of that. She's known it for years. Her and the two sons, Russell and Ray, Richard, that died suddenly, real close to each other, and now all of a sudden Debbie Abel and Tammy Johnson's got the free of those two weirdos. You might want to look into that. Maybe poisoned them or something. Anyway, so that's how Debbie Abel is. So, got to go back to work. Hey, Pops.
Hello there.